no matter how painful it might be, and no BS. Citizen Smith, Citizen Smith, Citizen Smith.
Here is a man who would not take it anymore. A man who stood up against the scum, the dogs, the filth. Here is someone who stood up.
It's time for Citizen Smith.
Hi, everybody. On this morning of July 12th, here at the great Rose City, Portland, Oregon. Live every day. Hope you can join us in a chat now and then. The chat room is open. Beautiful weather for the next 8 days around here. We're talking low 80s, upper 70s, sunny, blue skies.
Woo!
Could use the rain. Got a wildfire bursting out around the corner in the bootleg fire.
Mm-hmm.
Seen this? Jeez.
Yeah, I got a friend who just went down there to fight it.
150,000 acres so far.
Mm.
Early to start wildfires. That's not a good sign. Hate to start off with that news, but damn, that looks bad. We're going to have a bad year of wildfires. Too dry out there.
Again.
Snow melt was really bad. Not much in the soil for moisture. Temperatures are at least down around the state, but they got a heat wave in the West Coast coming now. And they're talking 130 degrees in the Mojave Desert. Can you imagine 130 degrees? That's like otherworldly temperature, something you find on Mars. You at 130, just don't even walk on the pavement. Your rubber on your shoes will melt. Your car wheels are going to melt. So they got a serious heat wave that's just going to miss Oregon. It's like moving up through Nevada and Arizona, and then it's right at the edge, and then we avoided it. So thank God for that. One is enough.
Yeah, last year was really bad. I mean, you weren't here last year, but man, the smoke was so thick and on top of the pandemic.
I wasn't here, but I watched it on TV plenty all summer long because I was planning on being here. But
after delay after delay.
Yeah, well, the pandemic, So the bootleg fire, though, the Sprague River area, the Fremont-Winema National Forest is the one that's taken the hit with this. Level 3 evacuation, Klamath County. Also a water shortage going on throughout the state, as we've talked about. Reservoirs are down, rivers are down. So our leader, Kate Brown, has enacted an emergency order for people not to use water, restrain from sprinklers, turn off the fountains in cities. But Portland said, no. We're okay here. Don't worry about it, Governor. Our area of water is well preserved around Mount Hood in the reservoir because we know how to take care of our water source. That's the word they gave to the governor, and the fountains will remain on in the city of Portland.
Take that. Take that.
Well, it was nice to see, we got this one, Gov.
Yeah.
You worry about Salem. We'll worry about Portland.
Split splash.
Yeah. So no warning here about you keep your sprinklers on and keep your lawns green. The reservoir is just fine, the Portland Water Bureau says. All right. Richard Branson, congratulations for your flight to the edge of space.
Woo!
Private flights to outer space have begun. This one just to the edge of space, 53.5 miles above the Earth's surface. Everything went smoothly. And they flew back and landed safely. They experienced weightlessness briefly. There was cameras inside. I watched it. This is historic. I mean, first private spacecraft to reach the outer limits of our atmosphere and stratosphere and into the edge of space. Not fully into space as we declare it, but pretty damn close in weightlessness. Beautiful plane, 5 passengers, and safely done. Next up, Jeff Bezos. This month will fly up out of a rocket and actually go into space and then come back down. More risky and more of a breakthrough, another historic moment for the private companies taking over space flight in America. They say people want to do it, pay a lot of money to go there.
I don't know, man. Would you do it?
Yeah, if I had like money to blow, and I'm a little nervous though about the prospect of being in a rocket, on top of that sucker. We've seen enough disasters over our lifetime since the space exploration journey began in the 60s.
Right.
And it just be essentially, you're this little capsule on top of a large bomb that has fire coming out of the bottom of it that can easily just ignite and then it's over. So I don't know. With Jeff Bezos, I'm like, good luck, brother.
Well, I was looking at the picture of the craft that Branson went up in. Looks like a plane.
Yeah, well, so his looks like a plane, but Jeff Bezos looks like your typical capsule on top of a rocket, and rather than dropping out of the belly of an airplane and flying into outer space like Branson did with his flight vehicle.
Here's a picture. It was pretty cool.
Bezos is doing the.
It's Virgin. It's got the Virgin logos over it, and it looks pretty cool.
Is that on my screen or is it?
Yeah.
Is it coming up?
Should be. Sorry.
That's a little. Looks like a little model.
I know, right? You're like, what?
But it is a beautiful plane.
Yeah, it's nice.
So cool looking.
It's really nice.
All right, let's take a look at Jeff Bezos. Can you grab that one?
I'll see if there's a picture of it.
Jeff Bezos on capsule on top of Mr. Amazon is going to go into the outer limits of space.
He's crazy, man.
These billionaires really, they're up as Elon Musk. He'll be the next one.
Yeah.
The 3 crazy dudes with $1 billion each and more.
They're just like
to play with for their outer space journeys.
Yeah. As far as the Bezos rocket goes, there's not a lot of. I didn't see a lot of information about it, but let's see if we can.
I did see it. I did see a picture of the test ones they used.
Oh, like the test rockets.
Yeah, they. Okay. I mean, they've tested it.
Gotcha.
And
here it is. Let's see if I can bring it up. The Blue Origin or whatever it's called.
Oh, by the way,
it's pretty phallic looking if you can see it.
Well, yeah, all rockets are. Where is the thing on? He's bringing a bunch of passengers with him too.
There it is.
And one of the passengers will be 82 years of age. She was the woman who was an astronaut in training and never got to fly into this outer space. So she is going to be on board, an 82-year-old woman. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's it's pretty phallic looking. It's your normal.
You're very
rocket.
very accurate in that description.
It's your normal rocket,
But not really. It can fly back down now. I believe that's one. I think it lands again. It goes up, and the rocket part comes like
weird
Elon
legs,
Musk,
like a Martian type.
But that's a truly outer space experience that they're going for there. So that journey will take place. If I had it in front of me, I would let you know, but I don't. I know it's July. I think it was July 23rd or
something.
There was a little race to be the first one. Mr. Bezos was second, lost out to Richard Branson.
Right.
Let's see, Bezos.
Yeah, they're like in a little billionaire space race type of thing. I think it's kind of interesting though.
Yeah. So I find all this fascinating though. I mean, this is some breakthrough things we're doing here. And I don't know if people appreciate the amount of money, effort, science. NASA was always the go-to. Now NASA's like watching all these private companies like, whoa, that's pretty good. You see what they did?
July 20th, by the way. That's when Bezos is scheduled.
Yeah. Wally Funk, 82 to join Wally Funk? She did training in the 1960s. Oldest person to ever fly to space, she will be. She. But her first name's Wally.
What do you got to lose, man?
She will join the Amazon founder, his brother Mark, and a mystery person who paid $28 million in auction for a seat. A mystery person. The couple will then, the company plans to launch its passengers more than 62 miles above the Earth's surface, allowing them to experience microgravity. The capsule will then return to Earth using parachutes on a trip expected to last about 10 minutes. We're going up, then we're coming down.
Got to do the math and see how much it is per minute.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. 28 million, 10 minutes. So you're at least almost 2.5 million, right? For to over 2.5 million per minute.
Pretty spendy.
Okay, you said what was the date of that again?
July 20th.
Okay. Curious to watch that one too. I'm fascinated by this. By the way, the 82-year-old woman who's going up, Funk, born in New Mexico, 1939. She has logged 19,600 flight hours across her career and taught some 3,000 people to fly. As I mentioned, 82 years old, made history a number of times serving as the first female air safety investigator for the National Transportation Safety Board and the first woman to be an inspector for the Federal Aviation Administration. Congratulations to Wally Funk. She was training for the Mercury 13, never made it to space with NASA. Well,
wow.
That's pretty cool, man. 82 years old. It's never too late to have adventures in your life.
Yeah.
All right. Briefly, I just want to mention some sports news that came out over the weekend because there was a lot of it. First of all, sorry, England, for your loss to Italy in the EU Championship football match. The European Championship went to Italy in a shootout, which was dramatic and fascinating. And the English take their soccer very seriously, as do the Italians. And I mean, they were just like, they'll take months, maybe years for them to recover from this.
It's like the Canadians with the hockey, when the juniors, World Juniors come and they lose to somebody, it's like the whole country's depressed.
Yeah, but man, when it comes to soccer in Europe, they're crazier than any sports people. Ray was watching it with me, and he's from British descent and English, and he does our Half-Cast podcast here, and so he's watching with me. I was worried. I was a little concerned for him. I didn't, we're on the 6th floor, and there's a terrace. I didn't know if he was going to jump off after the loss. I was watching him closely, monitoring his condition.
Poor English fans.
Oh, man.
Poor English fans.
I told him, I said, you've been in this country for 25 years. You're still very much emotionally attached to the team, I see. So, yeah, when they missed the kicks and the English players missed the kicks, he was just like yelling at them.
Goal!
I mean, I'm passionate too about sports, but these people he was telling me how, like, when he was living in England, he's like 53, so when he was living in England like 16 years of age. So he would go to the soccer matches. Back then, they would bring hammers and knives.
What the hell? Hooligans.
And when they lost a match, they would attack the opposing fans in an out-and-out brawl for survival.
Holy crap.
They were banned from going to games for 10 years in Europe. English fans, oh no, you're not coming to Germany. That's pretty bad when they ban fans from a country from entering another country to watch a match. So things are a little calmer now.
It's like banning Raiders fans from coming.
I mean, when the Pittsburgh Steelers fans came to the New England Patriots Gillette Stadium in the AFC Championship game a few years ago when I was there, they were sitting right behind us. We didn't try to, hit them with a hammer. We just, hey, just keep it down a little, all right? You're in our stadium. And they did. They were quiet and well-behaved.
Punks.
They were older people. They were like in their 50s like me. But very, not. So everybody gets along in the NFL for the most part. We don't like each other, but we don't hammer each other in the head either. Also, Novak Djokovic, historic. He won Wimbledon, and now he's won 3 Grand Slams, the Australian, French, and Wimbledon. Next up, the U.S. Open for the Grand Slam. And if he wins the gold Olympic medal, it will be the Golden Grand Slam. But it's questionable whether he will go to the Olympics. The last person to win a Golden Grand Slam was a woman, Steffi Graf. 1988, she managed to accomplish the Golden Slam. But Djokovic, I believe that's his 6th Wimbledon title. This guy's unstoppable. He beat Matteo Berrettini from Italy. So Italy won the football championship, but they lost Wimbledon with their first appearance by an Italian in Wimbledon in tennis. Love tennis. I'm a sports fanatic. I love it all. And not to be outdone, I mentioned the EU championship. I just want to mention, I don't want to overlook anybody, but we also had the South American championship, and Argentina won. And Messi got his first championship there. So he's done it all. World Cup, South American championship. What do they call it here? It's the, where are you? Lionel Messi, Argentina beat Brazil in the Copa America finale.
Wow.
Yep. That must have, I meant to watch it too. That's some fun football. We have 2 championships going on either side of the world for representation for their continents. So they had many disappointments, but Lionel Messi, the greatest soccer player in the world, finally getting his Copa Cup.
Yeah, good for him.
Guess how much this came out in my discussion with Ray Lane during the football, and he brought up Lionel Messi, you know, how great he is and stuff, and how much money he makes per year, which puts him, I believe, he's got to be the highest paid team athlete representative in the world. How much do you think that dude makes every year playing soccer?
Let's say 20 million.
Almost. 93 million was our calculations for the euro. And it could be over 100 million with the latest rate. I was like, that's impossible. That's how much a team pays, right? You mean the team?
Jeez.
Barcelona. He's on Barcelona. The team makes that. No, that one player makes almost, if not more. He said 134 million. But it came out, that's... Wow, we're under, we think about our star NFL quarterbacks, right? Making 25 million.
Yeah.
And this guy's making almost 100 million or more. Oof. That's great. That's how crazy they are with their football. I don't know how a club can be profitable paying that kind of money, but that's how profitable they are in the European Football League. And last but not least in the sporting news, I just want to bring this up. Bruce Springsteen's daughter is going to be on the U.S. equestrian team.
That's so boss.
She's 29 years old, quite accomplished in the equestrian sport, and she'll be representing America in the Olympics.
That's a rich person sport too, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you gotta have money to ride horses.
Yeah. All right, let's get on to real news. I just wanted to bring up the Haitian assassination of the president, and this story is becoming more and more fascinating by the day. And the investigation is speeding up quickly as the American investigators are trying to get to the bottom of this crazy story as it gets more and more convoluted after President Jovenel Moïse of Haiti was assassinated. Now they think it was spearheaded by this guy, allegedly, Dr. Christian Sanon. I think that's how you pronounce it. He was born in Haiti, was living in Miami as a doctor. And they say in this article in the New York Times, the initial mission that was given to these assailants was to protect the individual named Emmanuel Sanon, this doctor from America. But afterwards, the mission changed. Yeah, it changed to an assassination. And he has been quoted as, he said, quote, "With me in power, you're going to have to tell me, what are you doing with my uranium? What are you going to do with the oil that we have in the country? What are you going to do with the gold?" This was a YouTube video he did. So this guy was thinking of taking over the presidency. So 2 Americans are now arrested, including him. And they're saying the 2 Americans say the goal wasn't to kill the president. It was to move him along to the National Palace. Well, somebody missed the memo because he was shot 16 times. There was a little communication problem there. They were just looking to move the president, they said, to another location. But the assassins had a different thing in mind and went and shot him to death. They found 6 holsters, 20 boxes of bullets, 24 unused shooting targets, and 4 license plates from the Dominican Republic. They believe the assassins were from Colombia and that the chief guard for the president, had been to Colombia several times before this happened. So does this story get more and more incredible the more you read about it? I mean, and now Haiti's asking America to come there with troops to protect the country from out-and-out chaos and dysfunction because the Haitian parliament is pretty much non-functionable. I think we should go. I think the American troops should show up there and protect this place before it goes into complete anarchy, if it already isn't. So they're still trying to find the people they think are the assassins, even though they arrested people involved. They don't think they have the actual killers. Pretty big story. It's not every day a president gets assassinated in such a brash way. And then you have the Americans involved that they think were behind it. Not that they have a Haitian connection, as the doctor was born there. And so keep an eye on that story as it unfolds. I find it fascinating. Young adults aren't getting vaccinated, by the way. I live in an apartment where there's all 20-somethings, and a lot of them are still wearing the mask, and I keep thinking when I watched them, why are you wearing a mask? Did you not get vaccinated? And come to find out that is the case for most of young adults in America right now. 40% have said they got 1 shot, ages 18 to 29. So 60% say that they don't want to bother with it, especially like 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Not worried about it. My immune system will be fine. I'm a little apprehensive about the shot. Side effects haven't been really determined. Don't need it. Thus, we don't have herd immunity in the country because of that demographic, 18 to 29. And we will never get to herd immunity until 18 to 29 decide to get the full vaccination. What they don't remember when they think about this, I didn't get any symptoms. I had COVID, or I think I had COVID. I had these mild symptoms. Yeah, so you can still spread it. So would you please get fully vaccinated, dumbasses? Sorry, I didn't mean to call you dumbasses. Just be smart and responsible. Get fully vaccinated. Sure, you may not have the symptoms. Sure, you may have a stronger immunity system, but you certainly can spread it to the rest of the country and people. So let's get vaccinated 18 to 29. And let's do a push with media relations and government ads on TV and digital media to this demographic of young people, young adults saying, we need you to join the rest of us in full vaccination so that we can have herd immunity and really be safe from the COVID virus. Be responsible. Be smart. Look out for your elders and people who can die if they get the virus because you spread it. And that's all I have to say for my lecture to the young adults. Well, I mean, really, right? What are they thinking? What the hell are they thinking? I know. I'm 18 years old. I'm 25. I'm Superman. I don't have to worry about the virus.
Yeah. Okay.
And but I will say this: in Oregon, it looks like the 12 plus, we're over 71%, 73%. Let me check the latest numbers here. Like in Multnomah County, check these numbers out. It looks like we are being pretty responsible here because 12 plus age group, 73% fully vaccinated at this stage of the game. 18 plus, 74% fully vaccinated. So Looks like the young adults in Multnomah County are being quite responsible. But we could probably be at a 90% if all of them were doing. They're still probably the ones holding out. I would assume that. And 65 and older, 91% right now in Multnomah County fully vaccinated. So the elderly people, senior citizens, being responsible, taking care of themselves.
Yeah, I that sounds about right.
Why you say that?
Well, they had that whole lottery, to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
And somebody won $1 million. So that was probably a nice little, incentive.
Let's look around the state and see where the other counties fare. Because we're at that point in the game where I'm really, we should be already past 70% everywhere, right? But we're not. 18 plus in Polk County, 60% fully vaccinated. 12 plus, 57%. Now let's go down to the conservative area in Central Oregon. Let's go to the northeast. Union County. Get these numbers. Only 42% 12 plus fully vaccinated. 18 plus, 44%. Under 50%. I'm going to go to the big county there. Let's go to one of the more conservative, like Crook County, 44%, 46%, 18 plus. And Malheur County, 42%, 18 plus. Klamath County, 47%, 18 plus. And we'll check one more. Let's go to Deschutes, right? All right, they're doing better there, 65%, 18 plus. So the more you get to the east in that really conservative location of the state, you're under 50. As soon as you start going west, it looks a little better. Well, take that back. Douglas County, 49%, 18 plus. So a lot of the state of Oregon is still like under 50% fully vaccinated at this point in the game. What's going on?
What's happening?
They really don't want to get the shot and be safe from this deadly virus? They really don't believe what's going on is true, that fully vaccinated, you're safer? I'm miffed. I don't understand what's the holdup is, and then the mentality of thinking at this point in the game that you don't need the vaccination. They should all be at 7. Every county in this state should be 70 plus right now. That's the difference between some counties like Multnomah and some counties like Deschutes. Well, not Deschutes, but the ones Wow, what a divide. A divide of who trusts the vaccine. It's political too, right? It's not rational scientific thinking. It's political thinking. And it doesn't make sense. All right, so we'll keep an eye on it. I hope by the end of summer, the entire state is at least at 70% in every county. But the way it's going, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
We're gonna have stragglers, and they're just, if they haven't got it done by now, they ain't getting it done. Unless somebody in their family, right, gets it. Oh, geez, look what happened to Al, our cousin, or Uncle Al is in the hospital. We better get it. I think I might have given it to him. That's going to be the situation.
That'd be terrible.
Well, with this Delta variant, I wouldn't be messing around with this thing, If you have the vaccine, you're less likely to get this more severe, contagious Delta variant. So that would be an impetus for anybody to go get it. Who wants to go through that?
Not me. They said that there might be a booster as well coming. Pfizer said they might have a booster soon for the variant.
Well, yeah. I hope we don't. I mean, I would think it's 6 months from now. I don't need to go get another shot, do I? I'm hoping it's, they said what we have is pretty strong. But I mean, what are we going to get, a booster every month? I don't want to be injecting myself that many times. It's a pretty painful, miserable experience. I assume the booster is less symptoms, maybe not as much. It's probably the same amount of pain when they stick you in the shoulder there. But I'm thinking they would, from what I read, it could be like after 6 months you get it to strengthen your immunity. Well, we'll leave it at that. COVID is still surging across the world. America is much safer, but could be safer with herd immunity. Whether we ever get there, it's up to, like I said, the young kids there and the young adults to get their act together. That does it for today's show. We covered a lot. I'm exhausted. My mind is tired. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You've been listening to Citizen Smith.